you shake it real fast. What's up, run out spit?
No, man, I just...
Clyde!
What are you doing?
You know, this is a surprise. I guess I'm not quite sure what to do.
Well, you could be making my bed up if you had the sense that God gave a duck.
Now you are smart and sexy, and the camera loves you.
Well, you know the camera don't lie, right?
Sarah, she said I asked too many questions. I'm sorry if...
No.
Is this where you seduce all the rich men of Sag Harbor?
This isn't what you think. Anthony and I are simply business partners.
Stay away from my husband, you understand me?
Just saying the name Elise Neal brings to mind talent, grace, and determination. She started her journey in Memphis, Tennessee, where her mom was her biggest cheerleader, always pushing her to follow her dreams. From dancing and singing as a young girl to touring the world as a dancer, Elise worked hard to turn her love for performing into a career. Most people know her as Yvonne Hughleys from the Hughleys,
I'm really glad to see you're not flipping out over Heather like all the rest of the men in the neighborhood, are you?
where she stole hearts with her charm and wit. So, what happened after the camera stopped rolling? Grab your cup, 'cause we are about to spill the tea. Before she was a TV star, Elise Neal, born on March 14th, 1966, in Memphis, Tennessee, where she got her first taste of the spotlight. Elise was a natural performer who always stood out. She loved to dance, sing, and even became homecoming queen at Overton High School, a school for the arts where she developed her talents. But let me tell you, it wasn't just luck that got Elise to where she is today. Her mom, Elise Neal, worked as a nurse, and her husband worked in construction, but their real job, helping Elise chase her dreams. From the very beginning, Arletha was there, driving Elise to every talent show and recital, pushing her to shine brighter each time.
Been a passion of mine since I was 6 years old, and I asked my mom to put me in dance class when I was 6.
Her mom's constant encouragement played a huge role in shaping her path, nurturing her passion for performing arts from a young age. And honestly, that kind of support? It's no wonder Elise turned out to be a star. With bigger dreams than a small hometown could hold for her, Elise relocated to Philadelphia.
Then got a full scholarship to University of the Arts in Philadelphia.
Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. As a struggling performer, she took on musicals and dance jobs all around the world, traveling with various touring companies. In fact, Elise had traveled the globe, showcasing her dancing chops before she decided to transition into acting.
That was not what I wanted. I didn't get a scholarship for being an actor. I wanted to be the next Debbie Allen. That's what I wanted to be.
1997 was a great year for Neal. She got roles in multiple films, including Money Talks, where she played the role of Paula.
Where we gonna go? We can go wherever the hell we wanna go with this shit, girl.
Baby, this is wrong, okay? This is wrong.
And Rosewood, where she played Beulah.
You was just gonna leave me?
3-4 weeks, this all blow over. Then I come back.
Then came Scream 2, where she played Haley, the best friend of the film's protagonist, Sidney Prescott.
No, come on, Sid, come on, please, let's just go. Look, stupid people go back, okay? Smart people run, we're smart people.
Doing her best to tell Sydney, so we need to get out of here, but she wants to go back. I end up stabbed.
Fast forward to 1998, and after turning heads with her standout performances, Neal hit it big with her iconic role on the Hughleys.
Just check you out with your little tool belt looking all like Schneider from One Day at a Time.
She played Yvonne Hughleys, the sharp, witty, and fiercely loving wife of Darryl Hughleys, portrayed by comedian D.L. Hughleys. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and Elise's performance brought a perfect blend of strength, humor, and heart to the role, solidifying her place as one of TV's most beloved stars. She didn't even need to go through the usual process of auditioning. D.L. Hughleys, the show's star and creator, had seen her performances in her past projects, so he and ABC felt that she would be a perfect fit for the character.
So ABC offered me the Hughleys, which was a blessing because, they thought we would look well together playing husband and wife.
The sitcom struck gold, and Neal's chemistry with Hughleys had everyone believing she was America's new favorite wife next door.
Where you been, baby?
I was right here. I was pounding on the couch and I fell asleep.
Girl, I was so worried.
Running for 4 successful seasons, the show cemented Elise as a household name. But all good things must come to an end, and so did the Hughleys in 2002. Some would think that after that, it would only take minutes for Neal to land her next huge gig. But Hollywood doesn't always work that way.
For me, the interesting thing was, we had a writer's strike, like around in there. So then nobody was working for a while there.
She did manage to pick up roles in shows like All of Us, created by Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
If I died, how long would it be before you found somebody else?
Tia, that is a terrible question. What would that someone look like?
More on that messiness in a bit, because oh boy, it's juicy. One of the most memorable performances of her career came in 2005 as Anthony Anderson's wife in the Oscar-winning movie Hustle and Flow.
I am pleasant and supportive does not mean that I cannot crack a whip. I can crack a whip.
Neal brought grit and realism to the film, showing she was more than a sitcom queen. She was a serious actress.
First of all, we shot in Memphis. Yeah, to have something become Oscar contenders.
Critical success like that should have opened the leading role floodgates for Neal. But Hollywood didn't exactly come knocking with open arms. In 2014, Elise Neal joined the reality show Hollywood Divas.
Talk to her. This is dumb. Talk to me? Nobody can talk to me. Hold on. No.
Which focused on the challenges Black actresses face in an industry that often seems to work against them. The show gave viewers a behind-the-scenes look at their struggles and successes. But ironically, by joining the cast, Neal ended up becoming a target.
Elise, why can't you just sit in your truth and say, I didn't have kids because it didn't work out? First of all, that's not true.
Facing both praise and criticism, as the show highlighted the tough battles she and other actresses were fighting in Hollywood.
So for me, I think that's going to be the most amazing thing to see 5 actresses that you know their work, but you don't know really them.
In 2016, she quit the show after suffering a head injury when a light fixture fell on her during filming. She expressed her frustration with the producers, who she claimed were not sorry and refused to cover her medical expenses. So back to her drama with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith on the set of All of Us. Neal joined the sitcom in 2003, excited to be part of a project created by one of Hollywood's most powerful couples. But according to Neal, that excitement faded quickly. In a 2020 interview, she claimed that the unhappiness in Will and Jada's marriage seeped onto the set, creating a toxic work environment. Unhappy people spread unhappiness, Neal said. She explained how their personal problems led to mistreatment on set, leaving her disillusioned and drained.
What I am going to judge is if I come to work for people and they bring that unhappiness on others, like myself.
By 2005, Neal walked away from the show altogether. It's clear she prioritizes her peace over toxic environments. Who can blame her? Elise Neal wasn't about to let setbacks define her. She shifted her energy towards music, producing an R&B girl group called Assorted Flavors. Yep, she gave the dream another shot.
I created Assorted Flavors because I missed performing. And I said, well, shoot, why don't I create a group that does those things?
Simultaneously, Neal began giving back to the arts by launching acting classes aimed at preparing the next generation of Black performers for Hollywood. Her hands-on mentorship solidifies her place not only as a talented artist, but as someone who values community.
And really carve out a career for myself in film. And I really want to teach people that knowledge, which is what leads to my class. I just want to sit with a lot of people and talk about the process, because the process is what's going to get you there.
While Neal has built an impressive career, she has consistently spoken out about the systemic hurdles Black women face in Hollywood. In interviews, she has discussed the limited roles available to women like her, challenging industry norms, and advocating for more portrayals of African American women.
The want as a Black woman to get our respect that we always have to ask for. But no, I don't.
One controversial project she was part of was the film The Under-Shepherd.
Conservative this church is. You just made them all uncomfortable.
And what about you?
Which explored sensitive themes surrounding the Black church. While the movie was met with mixed reactions, Neal remained unapologetic about her choices, defending the importance of telling complex stories about Black culture. Even with her battles in the industry, Neal managed to stay busy. She appeared in popular movies such as K-ville alongside Anthony Anderson.
Like, come on, just look around. Half the city still reeks of mold and toxic sludge. Baby, it's not the same place, and it is never gonna be.
Playing Anderson's on-screen wife again after Hustle and Flow.
Shake it real fast. What's up, run out spit?
No, man, I just...
Clyde!
What are you doing?
The chemistry between these two deserves an honorary award. Speaking of couples, Neal was once engaged to acclaimed director F. Gary Gray, the genius behind movies like Friday and Straight Outta Compton.
How you at?
Oh, that's cool.
Damn! Put your glasses back on.
Who the is this guy?
Oh, my bad, Shug. This the homie Snoop.
Snoop D-O-double-G, cuz. Who you? What?
While they didn't make it to the altar,
So I had those pressures, making sure I did a good job at home, making sure I did a good job at work. It was a lot going on at the time.
Neal spoke fondly of their relationship, proving that not all Hollywood romances have to end in scandal.
You know, I got nothing but love for F. Gary Gray. He taught me a lot about the business, too.
Right.
She hasn't publicly shared much about her dating life since then. With beauty and talent like hers, she probably has a mile-long list of admirers, but is too focused on her career to care.
Are you dating? I have no comment. It's really ridiculous to keep posting boyfriends and all of that on your social media.
Oh, and let's not forget about her beloved dog, Rusty. If you follow Neal on social media, you'll know Rusty is basically her fur baby, accompanying her on adventures and stealing hearts just like his mama. In more recent years, Neal has graced our screens again, appearing in the Black Hamptons.
Stay away from my husband, you understand me?
A BET Plus series exploring class and culture within the Black elite. Her acting remains as captivating as ever, proving her relevance isn't up for debate. At the age of 57, Neal doesn't show any signs of slowing down. With more than 35 years in the entertainment business, she is a force of nature, and her creativity won't be boxed in.
As a dancer, doing musicals and traveling the world. Yeah, it's been 35 years.
While she has an estimated net worth of $3 million, Neal continues to influence the world of entertainment, not as much as flexing her muscles as an A-list star, though. Her story is about how success is not only just about staying at the top, but also about knowing when to pivot, standing up for yourself, and creating opportunities that do not exist. She has left her mark in Hollywood, and for that deserves flowers.
Like, meaning we started at 5 p.m. and we did not stop shooting for 5 days straight until the sun came up.
Elise Neal's life only goes to prove that one could be talented, gorgeous, and fiercely determined, yet still face all sorts of hurdles, with public criticism, on-set dramas, and an industry pitted against her. She has faced these with grace and perseverance. From her time on the Hughleys to her triumphant turn in Hustle and Flow, Neal's story is one of hustle, talent, and surviving Hollywood without losing herself.